So I've reviewed quite a few action cameras on this channel and I kind of have a good understanding of what's good, what's not. This is a 4K action camera from Boblove, and I've got to say that it's been the best camera I've reviewed so far, and here's why. First we'll talk about the body of the camera. Same form factor as many of the other cameras, however this one has an LED screen at the front which displays the quality and the modes you're shooting. You also get the traditional port and the micro SD card slot. Now the only difference between this camera and other ones are the side buttons, which is often used to navigate through the menu. I kind of wish they had 2 buttons so it's easier. You get a ton of accessories with this camera. In fact, you get a nice little carrying case with some foam that holds all your mounts. There's also spare batteries, a remote, as well as some manuals and some paperwork. The remote allows you to take photos and videos with a click of a button. So if you want to place your camera say 10 meters away from you, you can use a remote to press record. The menu software is pretty much the same with most of these cameras. They're pretty easy to navigate. You can also connect this with your smartphone using the EZiCam app. I'll put links and the password in the description. I should also mention that when using the app, you can't record in 4K or 2.7K. The main modes of this camera are video, photo, burst photos, time-lapse, video and photo playback, and settings. Now the reason why I'm excited for this camera is because of the video resolution, which enables 4K at 25 frames per second. Now if you haven't seen my 4K action camera review, I do not recommend you watch it, but anyway, I concluded that the 4K action cam with 10 frames per second wasn't really 4K due to the low FPS. It shouldn't be a problem with this camera. So here are example footage of the 4K 25 frames per second. As well as the 1080p 60 frames per second from this camera. Now side by side, this is a 4K 10 frames per second, my old camera, versus this 4K 25 frames per second, the Boblove camera, and we can kind of see a big difference. Now the waterproof case is pretty cool, and here are some example underwater footage. So in conclusion, the camera is pretty good. Like I always say, I recommend it if you don't want to pay the price point of a GoPro, and it really is a competitor, especially to the GoPro standard. If you really enjoyed this video or found it helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.